When I saw them starting to question the caliber of the attack, was it bad? Well, it was really bad. It was devastating. They obliterated. We destroyed the nuclear. In other words, it's destroyed. I said, Iran will not have nuclear. Well, we blew it up. It's blown up to kingdom come.
Yes, our nuclear installations have been badly damaged, that's for sure, because it has come under repeated attacks by Israeli and American aggressors.
And then for Israel's part, they say that their assessment is that the strikes have set back Iran's nuclear program by, quote, many years. We know that intelligence by Israel in Iran has been very astute in recent weeks and months.
I think the war ended actually when we hit the various nuclear sites with the planes. The site is obliterated, and we think everything nuclear is down there. They didn't take it out. They didn't see it. All they can do is take a guess. Now, if you take a look at the pictures, if you take a look how it's all blackened, you know the fire and brimstone is all underground because it's granite and it's all underground. You don't show it. But even there, with all of that being said, the whole area for 75 yards around the hole where it hit is black with fire.
The director of national intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, now says new intelligence confirms what POTUS has stated numerous times. Iran's nuclear facilities have been destroyed. If the Iranians choose to rebuild, they would have to rebuild all three facilities, Natanz, Fordo, Esfahan, entirely, which would take years to do. The FBI leak investigation is ongoing, and a few minutes ago on Capitol Hill, we heard from the White House about how severely they want the person who leaked that DIA intel punished.
I understand the FBI is investigating who was the source of that leak because it's an illegal leak to CNN.
What kind of consequence could the leaker face?
They should go to jail.
Yeah, when it comes to the 12 sites, I mean, they have been severely damaged or completely destroyed in those two categories, which sets the program back certainly a number of years. I mean, I've been discussing this with the Israelis during the night, and they've been on the ground, and they have seen the sites. This is likely, you don't get into who, it's likely they're Mossad, and they may have technicians with them, and they may have some special equipment to decipher what's taking place underneath the ground. I'm just speculating. But I trust what they're doing, and they believe the program is successful in terms of the strike, and it's set back for sure at a minimum a couple of years. And they emphasize to me that this is preliminary. It's going to take some more analysis to completely understand it. What's so unfortunate here, and why we're so spun up over this one particular issue, is because the Defense Intelligence Agency, which is one of the United States' 17 intelligence agencies, was working on a preliminary report that got leaked to the media. That report has never even made it to anybody in authority in the National Command Authority. The Secretary of Defense not seen it, and certainly the President of the United States. What will be brought to him is the collective analysis of our intel agency's work that will analyze it from satellite photos, the Israelis' aerial reconnaissance, listening to what the Iranians' assessment is, and believe me, we have exquisite ways of doing that. And obviously their own assessment would matter to us. And then the human intelligence, which is largely going to be provided by the Israelis. All of that together in a singular report that would come to the president before we had this premature release. And now the whole world is spun up, wasting the president's time trying to answer these one question after another. Why? Because they're trying to undermine the success of this president and his military. It's sad stuff, frankly.
It's a disgrace, General, that people would do that because they just don't like Trump and they can't bear to give him credit for any success.